Ciao ragazzi!
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Pop the Prosecco with the Pasinis.
Yep.
We're so glad that you joined us because today's episode is a good one.
What is it?
It's one that we've been talking about for weeks. It is all about culture shocks
Oh, wow.
and the things that have surprised Alessio moving to the United States and me when we visit Italy. And not only that, but we had so many of our listeners and followers send us messages on Instagram sharing their own culture shocks. So we're going to be sharing some really funny stories of culture shocks that you guys have experienced in your own lives. So get ready. So should we just dive on in?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just do it.
Go.
Okay, so I made a huge long list.
Okay.
But one that I want to talk about first is the first thing I noticed when I went to Italy.
Mm-hmm.
The bidet.
Wow. What do you have against the bidet?
I love the bidet.
Oh, okay.
I love it. But
Okay.
the first time we went, and they were everywhere, at your house, your friend's house,
Yes.
hotels, everywhere has a bidet. And I was shocked. We need to clarify, it's not the bidet attachment that you plug into the toilet and it's like a little water faucet that sprays you.
Yes.
It's a separate structure.
Yes.
So it almost looks like two toilets, but one is like a small toilet-shaped sink
Exactly.
where you sit on it.
You sit on it, and then it's used for cleaning your feet too.
It's like a mini shower
Hands.
without having to go in the shower.
It's a little mini shower that you can use anytime and every moment.
Now I actually appreciate the bidet. I like it. I understand it. But at the beginning, I was shocked to see them. They were all over the place.
Yeah, it is hygienic.
Right.
And like a lot of people comment say, "Oh, people take a shower or whatever." Yes, but every time you go to the bathroom, you take a shower. No, that is hygienic.
Hygienic.
And then you need to use the right soap, always with pH.
Right. They
neutral.
have special soap in Italy. I'm sure other places that have bidet too. But in Italy, they always have a special soap called Intimo soap, and it has a pH. And towels to dry yourself off. It's a whole thing. We could really do a whole bidet podcast.
Just say one thing about what it means intimo in English.
Intimate.
Oh, intimate.
Like intimate areas.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
I think they understand.
Okay.
So actually I was shocked to see bidets all over.
I was shocked. Don't have fun. No one be there here and nobody.
I think they're becoming more popular here though. People are starting to understand. They're getting the attachment, which is not the real bidet
Okay, yes.
that we're talking about. But it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, because you cannot take down the house for just put a bidet, like I imagine, because it's pipes and that. I mean, I did a bathroom, so they take the attachment. But guys, it's not the same thing.
Yeah. You have to go and try the actual standing bidet.
Exactly.
And you, what was your first big culture shock in the US?
The first one was the air conditioner.
You hate air conditioning.
Oh my God. Everywhere. Like restaurants, you're freezing. You go in the house, there's some people, you're freezing. You go to the store, you're freezing. I mean, talking about culture shocks, it is because we have an opinion about that. We think the air conditioner, then when you go used to, okay, the first thing we're thinking, okay, you go sick. Okay.
Which I also put on my list because colpo d'aria is one of my biggest pet peeves in Italy. Let's tell everybody what colpo d'aria means.
It is when you take bad air and into your neck.
In Italy, if you have a headache, you took bad cold air. If you have a stomach ache, it's because you took cold air. If you're sick, it's because you took cold air. If you have a hurt finger, it's because you took cold air.
Okay. For our defense,
let's hear it.
For our defense, first of all, the air conditioner make you a different temperature that you're gonna go used to, and then when it's gonna be just a tiny little bit warm, you start sweaty like really bad. So you cannot used to anymore the heat. So when it's hot outside, you can just say, "Oh my God, it's so hot." So you want to drink cold stuff and you want to take this cold hair. Because then it's bad for you.
That's why Italians don't put ice in their drinks.
Exactly. Because it's bad for you.
This is a thing we're never going to agree on. If you guys are familiar with that idea of colpo d'aria in Italy, you know what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if you go with them to a problem, it's because you took cold air.
Yeah.
There's no other reason.
I mean,
It drives me
okay,
crazy.
we can't be exaggeration for that thing, but I think the air conditioner is not necessarily like crazy like that. You can have some
It's true. Now, after going to Italy and spending an extended amount of time there, because sometimes we've gone for a month and then come back to the US, at that point, I do see an excessive amount of air conditioning where you're shivering in the movie theater or the restaurant. So I get it.
Yeah.
It's about acclimating your body one way or the other. You can get used to it wherever you are.
I've been. Me, after 7 years in the United States, now I used to the air conditioner. When I go in Italy, I feel like hard to me living in Italy right now. So I feel the pain you have there because my body, it is with this temperature. And every time I wish to go back to Italy side because you suffer the heat when it's summer or whatever.
So I get it. There's something there. But it's a little extreme.
The truth always is in the middle. The truth is always in the middle.
We can agree there. Let's find a happy medium between the two.
Yes, for the air conditioner.
And we can let that one go.
Okay, for this is 0-0.
Yes.
Bidet 1 point for us.
I will say I'll give you the bidet.
Yes.
I do think it's a good thing. So bidet for you, and then the air conditioning and the heat we can cancel out. Another big culture shock for me, especially meeting your friends and family for the first time, was the il bacetto.
Oh, the kiss.
The kissing greeting that they do in Italy, where they greet you and they kiss you on the cheeks and switch sides. Very much a culture shock. It has taken me years to anticipate that and get used to that. And I didn't know which direction to go. I've almost kissed your friends on the lips multiple times because I go the wrong direction. Now I just automatically go to the right.
It is the right.
And I go in with confidence. So if you hesitate, that's where you mess up.
You have to go to the right. In some areas, they give you 3 keys. In some area of Italy, they give you just 2.
Other culture shock that I wrote down that has to do about the restaurants. 2 things. Number 1, you have to pay to sit down. Coperto.
Yeah.
So they charge you $2 as like a cover charge to sit down at the restaurant. And they charge you for bread and water.
Yes.
Where here you usually get bread for free and water for free.
Yes.
And the other one is no tipping.
Okay.
No tipping. In Italy, no tipping.
Okay.
0.
Yes. So for go back to your culture shocking, your water is come from the sink. And then when you drink your water, it is pretty and untasty, really good. Okay?
Tap water.
Tap water. Hard water, it is, yes, maybe you pay $1 or $2 for the thing, but it's from the Alps.
I agree. I'm not saying it's bad.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying I'm surprised when we went to the restaurant and they charged water.
You know, bread was long time ago. You don't pay for bread, and you don't pay coperto for bread for the
sit down.
For sit down. Coperto is supposed to be even for cleaning the dishes. No, was in the...
So it's sort of like a little tip.
It is...
A front tip.
Yeah, it is because the tax go high, and then they... because hard food costs more or less than what you pay here in the United States. I mean, here, if you for $8, you just eat fast food, or $10.
Yeah.
In Italy, you can go eat your steak or your primo secondo. It is places that if you are a worker... You know, with $10, you have your first, case the pasta, then you have the steak with the salad, and then you have coffee. And for $10, a good quality food. So here with $10, if you go to the restaurant,
you get a salad, a side salad,
a salad, a
starting salad.
I mean, then depend the quality the food, because more you go here in the United States, the more you pay. But I never come out less than $60 or $80 per person. If you go in a good thing, you need to go out.
We're never happy. We're never happy with the quality either.
Never.
We pay a lot of money
for
and we're
what?
not happy.
And when we go in Italy, we spend maybe €50 for a good dinner, really fancy. And we are always happy. And yes, and then, you know, you have the tips because you don't pay. The actually employee come from the tips. In Italy, you have your own salary every month that you get for the service that you do.
Okay, let's talk about some lifestyle things. Because one thing that surprises me about Italy is that people will live with their parents into their 20s and even into their 30s, and it's not looked down as a bad thing.
Even 40s. Some people is in 40s.
Yeah, here you're expected to leave when you're 18 or in your early 20s or something. When you move out for college, you never live with your parents again, and it has a negative connotation if you do move back in with your parents.
Yes.
I moved back in with my parents for a couple of years after college, and it was great. But here, there's definitely a negative association with that. And in Italy, you can be 35 living with your parents, and nobody thinks it's weird.
Yes, it is like you can live with your parents how much you want. I mean, even when you are in a relation with a girlfriend, you can stay years before go live together, and then even years for have kids. You don't have to have kids in the 20s, or you need to marry immediately.
Right. I think
Sometimes you're not married even.
I think I read, I don't want to say this wrong, but I think I read the average age in Italy to have your first child is 31. To have your first child on average.
Yeah.
Here, I think it's a lot younger.
A lot younger. Yeah. Over there, it is more average 31, but I see a lot of people in the 35,
right,
36.
because that would be the higher numbers. The average would be in the middle, so I'm sure you have some younger and some older. I mean, all of your friends they're in their mid 30s.
30s, just my one friend have kid.
Right, so there again, you're having kids later in life, you're staying at home longer, whereas here, there's definitely a feeling that you have to do all of that much younger. You actually wrote down here, school hours in the U.S. was a culture shock for you?
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. You always to the school. Like, from 8 to 3 p.m. every single day. And then, oh, my God. Homework. Homework every single day. You have homework, and then you need to go sleep. When I was young, first of all, we finish at 1 p.m. Okay, every day 1 p.m.
What time did you start?
Well, we have 8 o'clock, 5 hours for 50 minutes, and then you have the break in the middle, so you have 2 hours break, and then you have 3 hours, like that. And then 1 p.m. Then they start adding 2 days over school, but we was doing sport, we was doing fun activities.
And what about homework?
They was give sometimes homework. Then
but you do most of your work in class, and they don't send you home with things?
No, they have the homework, but you have a week to do it. I tell you my story. When I was finished school, I go home 1, sometimes 12:30, because sometimes it was finished early. We eat, I go watch TV, Simpson, Dragon Ball. Was 2 p.m. Okay.
If there are any kids listening to this, they're gonna beg their parents, please send me to school in Italy.
Then I go around. I take my bicycle. I was going around with my friends. Hey, 4 o'clock is time to Ollie and Benji. Other cartoons between 4 to 6. Your mom come home and say, "Do you study?" Yes. Okay, perfect. You eat. And then, obviously, the study was just, you need to say yes, okay? You eat and then go back to school. Now, I need to say that the time is changed. They make more longer the school because for the parents, but I don't think they give you homework like you in US. I was shocked to see my little cousin come home with a lot of homework. So I imagine you home, and then you eat early, and then you need to go sleep. What a life is this?
And you also wrote down working the day after a holiday.
Oh my God, I cannot. I still am shocked that the day after you need to go work. Yeah, you don't enjoy the actually Christmas. It's like, it's Monday. When it's Sunday, tomorrow's Monday.
Oh yeah.
Today's Christmas. Tomorrow is Monday.
I agree. I think we should, in Italy you have something called a bridge. Where you take if the holiday is...
Guys.
On Thursday or something.
If it's a holiday in Thursday, it is the small bridge. You skip Friday. So Friday.
So you're home on Friday. You're home on Thursday. You're home on Friday. You're home on the weekend, and then sometimes
it is
even
a bridge.
On Monday.
If it's Wednesday, could be the long bridge. Because it's double day.
Well, you wouldn't just give Thursday and then go back to work on Friday.
Sometimes they make you go work because it's but sometimes people take holiday in that too, so they make more longer the vacation. With 2 days, you can take the week because between weekend so it's strategic.
But most of the holidays, you have the holiday off and then the day after off.
Most, yes.
Wow, that would be nice.
I mean, Pasqua, that is Easter.
Easter.
The day after is Pasquetta for us.
Which is another holiday, basically.
Okay, you go with grill with your friends. So Pasqua with your family, Pasquetta, you go grill with your friends somewhere in the woods, and then you stay all day cooking and drinking with
everybody
your friends.
In favor of a vacation after the holiday day. We have an extra day off. I agree. I say let's do it.
Yes.
And now I want to read culture shocks from our followers and listeners.
Go.
So hold on. All right. The first culture shock is from Alexandra.
Yes, because she's American, but she lives in Italy, and she write me in Italian, and she said that for her, a culture shocking was like, with her husband cannot figure out what time the kids can go to sleep, because in US you go sleep early, right?
Yes.
In Italy you go sleep late because eating, because in America
you eat late in Italy.
Yes, you eat here 6 or sometimes 5. Sometimes I say 5:30 when the
5 is extreme, I think, but definitely 6 is an average.
So 6 you go average, you go eat, and then you go sleep. What, 9?
8. When you're little, yeah. When you're how old are her kids? Little babies.
Yeah, 8?
Definitely 8.
Wow. 9 o'clock start the movie in Italy. Yeah, at least you need a 10:30, 11. They got it to wake up. Thank God, guy, born in Italy.
So, okay, let's ask this question. Our kids in the future, what time are they going to go to bed when they're, let's say 6 years old?
10:30.
No. It's too late.
Amore.
We'll have to talk about this off the...
10:30? What? They don't go sleep 8.
Why not? 8:30.
Poor kids. And we need to go...
Let's meet in the middle and say 9:30.
30.
Okay, 9:30. We'll talk about it.
I'm gonna be the best dad ever with you.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna like you more.
Oh, wow. 8.
I don't know, Alexandra. I don't know what to tell you about that.
Alexandra. 10:30.
Okay, this is more of a funny culture story from Erica. She said her husband is English and she's American, and she has a really funny story. On their first date, he wanted to keep the location a secret, but she didn't know what to wear, so he told her he was wearing car keys.
Mm-hmm.
And after 7 times, she finally realized he was saying khakis.
Yes.
Khakis.
Yes.
I'm wearing khakis.
Yes.
So she thought he was saying car keys. And now that they're raising a kid together, more and more cultural differences are coming out. They keep school pictures in frames, even when they're bad pictures, and he thinks it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Like cool school pictures every year. When your children go year by year in school, you get a new picture. Here, we have them framed. We have them on the refrigerator. All over. You don't display school pictures. Do you even take school pictures in Italy?
We don't take school picture. I think we don't have the album like you.
So
guys.
every grade, every year, you don't take a new picture.
No, I think we take one-time picture when you little with the one professor.
How are you supposed to monitor how you get older?
Okay, no. First of all, we don't have that fonts or whatever. But
well, no, it's like a professional picture at school.
Ah, come on.
No. I'm serious.
You have a photographer there.
Yes.
Mata.
You go to the school, you have your outfit, you sit down for pictures, and every kid
And this is for
takes
monitor for you how old you're gonna come?
No, it's just to like honor the milestone. Oh, like this year I'm in 1st grade, now 2nd grade, 3rd grade. And then the parents have a picture from every year.
Oh
of the
yeah,
children.
good to when you gonna be old, looking the picture with your, oh, look at this, how I was young. Oh, here I was a loser. Do you remember?
No.
Yes. Ah.
I need to show you some of my school pictures. Actually, that one where you made fun of me, where I'm leaning up against the column,
Yes.
that was a school
Wow.
picture.
No, we
He
don't have
told
that.
me I looked like an old lady. I was in second grade?
Yeah, I was thinking, what is this picture? I was laughing.
So definitely, Erica, we understand the difference there.
Oh my goodness. Then I want to hear more culture shock from our people.
Okay. So we have one state to state culture shock. This person says, I'm an Italian American, grew up in northern New Jersey, and I really took for granted the access to authentic Italian grocery stores and bakeries. Now I live in the woods of West Virginia, and I haven't had good bread in 2 years. So I get that for sure.
I mean, I get for all the 50 states. So
we need good Italian store here where we live too.
We live. I mean, for my everything, not just bread, ice cream and other things. Get my God, guys, what are you eating?
All right, here's a funny one. I went to Rome, and at dinner, the server at the restaurant told us that there was no ice for our drinks. This is from Tao. Not even that they couldn't have ice, or even bring them a little bit of ice. They said there was no ice available for the drinks.
Welcome to Italy, Kyle.
This is very true. Sometimes they might find you a couple of cubes.
2 cubes.
That's it.
That's it. I mean,
my mom's going to struggle with that when she goes to Italy. She loves ice in her drinks. Here's one. No name, but she said, I was surprised in Italy when you wipe yourself after using the bathroom, Italians place the toilet paper into the trash bin rather than into the toilet.
Oh, wait, depend. Because if it's historic, this is only if it's historic houses. Or historic,
really? Because the pipes are old?
Old, and then maybe they have a lot of problems because people put a lot of paper. I mean,
how are you supposed to know?
You use one roll all the time. So,
you're talking about me?
Yeah. I mean, you use so much toilet
No,
paper.
you're such a liar.
A liar. I buy toilet paper all the time.
Yes, but you don't realize how much you use.
I'm conservative in toilet paper.
Actually, the toilet paper is funny here too because somebody said, I was shocked when I went to a friend's house in Italy and they gave me 2 squares of toilet paper to use the bathroom with.
How much do you need?
How are you using 2 squares? That's just like this much toilet paper.
Okay, maybe 2 squares is a thing, but just do your bidet.
Yeah, that's true. They just use the bidet after and you're good. Rebecca, I feel like there's so many bathroom culture shocks. We could go on and on and on. So Rebecca, she says her husband's family is Chilean and they also do the greeting with the kisses on the cheeks. And she also never knows where to turn her head and always feels so awkward.
To the right.
Here's another greeting culture shock. Aubrey said she's always shocked that they bow to greet in Japan rather than shaking hands. So
bow.
You go to shake someone's hand, but actually they bow.
Oh, the bow, no bow, like the dog.
No, bow.
Bow,
like
okay.
with your body, bow.
Oh, you go there, bow.
Well, that would definitely shock them, and they probably say, "What are you doing? Get out of here!" I would see that though, because greeting somebody is something that you grow up doing so much. It's kind of like your second nature, and if it's different in the place where you are, you could go to do your normal way then totally mess up. So that would be me too.
Me too.
Kitty writes, being able to eat really loudly and still be considered polite in Taiwan was huge for me. Right, because we're trained here to be very silent. No chewing, no talking.
Whoa. In US, no chewing?
No, like with your mouth open, where you make sounds.
Yeah, in US, no chewing?
Yes.
Every time I go to an American restaurant, it's people eating chips like...
Okay, but we're told when we're little to not make sound.
I hear you listen the people.
And Kitty was saying you can be really loud when you're in Taiwan and it's not rude.
Wow, it's not my place.
Alessio can't stand food
I cannot
noises.
say it's noises food. Bring me a mad level.
If somebody wants to ask us if we ever fight, that's probably one of the only times is when I make a food noise and Alessio can't handle it.
I cannot understand why people cannot eat chips normally, but yeah. Oh my God.
It's not like they do it on purpose.
Well, Dime, I give you this bonus, but man, eating chips is easy.
Here's one for you.
Yeah. Oh.
I guess they don't have a name, but they said Milano. Air conditioning, ceiling fans, thermostat settings was a shock in the U.S.
In U.S. Oh, yes. Fans, air conditioner, and other things. Yes, it's terrible. I agree.
Right, exactly.
You go used to. You go used to. Don't worry about it. You're gonna come a penguin, you too.
Here's some Simona from Virginia is shocked by the fact that you can find food and drinks at the gas station.
Oh yes.
Do you not have like snacks and things at your gas stations in Italy? I feel like you do.
You have just
Coffee? No, you sometimes have the bar attached to the gas station.
Yes.
And when we say bar, we're talking about more like a little cafe, not
Cafe.
a bar like an alcohol bar. A bar where you get coffee and things like that.
Sometimes you can have alcohol too in the bar.
But we do have quite a selection of food and drink at our gas stations in the US.
Oh yeah, gas station you can do everything here because you have the gas station. Oh, what pissed me off so much.
Uh-oh.
This is another culture shocking. You in gas station, you do gas and you're leaving the car there and you go inside. You take your gas, you move your car to the parking, so you leave the other people to do gas, and then you go inside.
Oh, I get it. You're mad because people are taking up the pump when they could park in a parking spot and go inside.
Leaving.
It's true. I've seen
a lot of people waiting. Do that. I mean, the gas station is big, but in Italy you have 3 stations. Thank God we don't have food. But sometimes we have auto grill. So we have that places where you can go eat in the interstate. Here you can all over the place. Mm-hmm. Gas station all over. We're talking about gas station and gas station in interstate.
I understand.
Yeah.
So this is from Guillermo. He says the shock is a concept of an Italian bar where you can eat breakfast and that the pharmacies only sell medicine inside. In a pharmacy in Italy, vorrei una bottiglia d'acqua e una farmacia, non un bar. Yeah,
it's because somebody go to the pharmacy, ask a water bottle, and they said, this is a pharmacy, no a
right,
bar.
So they don't have a Walgreens type place in Italy. In pharmacy, you go in, you buy medicine. It's sometimes makeup, like cosmetic, medical makeup, medical grade makeup. And that's what the pharmacy holds.
That's it.
You can't go in and buy a water bottle or a bottle of Coke.
Oh, or cookies. So here, like you go Walgreens, you go grocery.
Right. It's a small grocery store.
And then you have the sections for there. No, it's not working like that. Pharmacy, because over there we have specialized in everything. Salami. Cheese,
we missed
cheese.
That culture shock. That was big for me. You go a different place for every
single thing.
Every
pharmacy,
item.
Pharmacy. Specialized in pharmacy. Not specialized in drinks and water. It is all about that. I understand the tourists, they thinking, oh, let's go take a water bottle. Let's go in pharmacy. They give you the water.
That's true. Now I'm used to that, so I forgot that was a thing because it doesn't bother me anymore. But in the beginning, I was really missing my Walgreens.
Go to your supermarket.
I missed my Walgreens. So KJ has a funny one. I was shocked by the naked sauna in Germany. No one told me before we went in. I'm United States and he's German, and I was shocked that everybody's naked.
Naked where?
In the sauna.
Oh, in the sauna. Oh, yes. Why? You know, naked in the...
Not with people you don't know.
Guys, I go in Austria, in the sauna, you have to be naked.
No, I'm going to say no.
I know. To be honest, yes. You have just the tile, and then when you go inside, you open your tile, and then you're walking so confident. And then you sit down, everybody watching you.
Lord help us.
Everybody watching you say, look at that.
No.
Huh? And then the craziness it is after you go take a shower, because you take a shower before going inside, and when you go out, everybody is waiting you in line and watching you take a shower. And then you put it back your tile for go sit down. In that point, you show everybody everything.
This actually reminds me of another shock for me, where the beaches in Italy, people go topless, people go nude sometimes.
Yeah.
The guys are wearing Speedos. Here, everyone is much more covered in comparison.
In the North Italy, I need to say, North Italians, the women are with the open. The top is open.
I was shocked. I felt awkward and uncomfortable. I didn't know what to do. But everybody there was totally fine.
Yeah. There's not any more cigarettes here.
Oh, I was shocked when I went to Italy and they dress for the season, not the weather. It can be hot in the winter and everybody's still wearing a heavy coat.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's the winter.
It's the winter.
That's
yeah,
from
you know,
Ainsley.
Yeah, it is. We go for season. Even for food. We go everything by season.
That's true. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Because here we dress for the weather. If it's hot, you're going to wear something light. If it's cold, you wear something heavy.
Yeah.
But in Italy, they dress for the season.
It's winter, you suffer. It's winter. I know sometimes you feel, maybe I feel like a dumb go out like that. But, I mean, it is like this, yeah.
Another one without a name, but she says, I was shocked by American weddings. The Latina in me couldn't understand a wedding reception ending at 9 p.m.
Oh, yes.
This is true. This has shocked Alessio too, because like we've said to you guys before, we are wedding florists.
Yeah.
So we do weddings. And here, weddings end by 9, 10, at the very latest, 11 p.m. There's a curfew in every venue. And in Italy, it's the same way. I'm sure for you, they can party till the sun goes up.
Yeah, it is some places to the sun goes up, and some places you have a time, like midnight at least. But sometimes they leave you the time to go live longer, 2 a.m.
Another wedding one. This is Karina. For Mexicans, an intimate and small wedding is 100 guests. And for Americans, it's like 40 people. Yeah. They have big weddings.
Yes, overseas.
What would you say in Italy is average? Do they have larger weddings in Italy or small?
Depend where are you from? South or north?
Mrs. Hegarty says, this is a very American one, but I grew up in Canada and everything was always referenced as east to west. But when I moved to Virginia, everything is described as being north or south. It's almost like east and west isn't even a thing. That's very interesting because I would never say, oh, go west or east. I would probably say, oh, that's north of there or south of this place. I wouldn't say, oh, that's east of here or west of
west
here.
Of there. Oh, interesting.
I never thought about that one, but I think you are right.
Yeah.
So we have more kissing problems. So Christy in Kentucky said she lived in North Africa for a while. And when they greet, they actually do the kiss as well, but they always start on the left side.
Ooh.
When she went to France, she leaned in to greet, kiss, a new friend and found out that they start on the right side. So when she went in on the left for her, he was on his right and they kissed him on the mouth. And she said she's never apologized so many times. I feel you, Christy. This literally happens to me so many times. I feel so awkward. Like I said earlier, I've just decided I kind of let them do the moving and I stay still in the middle. I stayed with a family in Paris for 8 months, and the toilet was located in the middle of the apartment under the stairs.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we don't have a toilet in the rooms like here in the United States.
You could have it even under the staircase?
And mine is close to the staircase. You go up, bam, to the right.
Yeah, but I think she's saying like under, like a little door in the stairs.
Okay. That could be they just make one later. Or because they don't have another. Because in US, you have the bathroom from the guest, you have the bathroom from you when you go sleep, the bathroom to your kids. And we don't have that stuff. We don't. I mean, one bathroom up, one bathroom down. And people said, oh, how you can do when everybody wake up to go school? Oh my God. First of all, we don't go to school 6 o'clock in the morning. And that
everybody's getting ready at the same time.
Because everybody don't want to wake up early. Because usually my mom...
Oh, go ahead.
No, because my mom maybe wake up early, she do it, and then she leave, and I'm there, and then I go to the school. Oh, I wake up early and go to school.
When we bought our current house, you were surprised when I thought it was weird that the master bathroom was outside of the room.
Oh, amazing.
And not connected to the room.
I was celebrate.
Alessio was happy about this. I thought it was strange.
With all the condensa, when you take a showers in your rooms or whatever it is hot in your room.
They don't really have master bathrooms or suite bathrooms in Italy.
No, you go out and that's it.
Bathrooms are out in the hall for everybody. This is funny, and I'm curious to know your reaction about this. I think I'm not sure how to pronounce your name correctly, but I think it's Fatine. I remember my husband's shock when our daughter had a pajama day at school.
We don't have pajama days at school.
Yeah, but we do have a pajama day, so the kids go in their pajamas for fun.
And it's a big problem. because I keep see people go grocery in pajama. So they think, oh, if I can go pajama school, I can go pajama even take grocery or to the cinema.
Yeah, but the pajama day is like for fun, you know.
And then
you grow up.
And you grow up. So, why? Go grocery in pajama? It's fun.
I was shocked when I eat out in another country, the waiter doesn't constantly check on you and drop the bill immediately.
Thank God.
This is something that bothers Alessio, too.
Everything is okay? Yes. 2 minutes later. So, guys, you want some ketchup, some mayonnaise? No?
They gotta work hard for their tip, Amor.
Yeah. Everything is still okay? Who are you? Yes, it is like annoying. Come, bring my food. You can say in the meet, if I have a second, you bring me his. So the first was okay. You say, oh yes, okay. But now every two seconds coming here. I know you need to work for your tip, but if I'm something wrong, I put my hand to the air, say, excuse me, yes, my chicken is cold, okay, and in US, you have refund and free food and craziness.
Yeah.
Like, okay, in US, one thing positive, if it is
customer service.
Customer service in US is amazing.
That's true.
In Italy, it sucks.
Unfortunately, I've had to complain about a couple of things in Italy, and it is really difficult to express that there is a problem.
Yeah.
When there is a problem.
If it's a problem, it's your problem. Here, I need to say, in my opinion, sometimes the exaggeration, because some people take advantage for this, but if for other people, they sometimes deserve to have a complaint like me. I complain when I go to the restaurants, Italian restaurants.
Lori moved to Scotland from the United States, and she's shocked that office workers are eating lunch away from their desks, and they actually leave work at 5 o'clock to go home.
I'm shocking that you eat when you're working in the desk.
This is a problem in the U.S. We talked about this in our La Dolce Vita.
La Dolce Vita.
I know when I was working at a desk job, I ate lunch at my desk and sometimes stayed after work.
And then what? And then you eat fast food or a lot of things, because you don't have time. You don't have time to that. And then we go back to the reasons from before. You don't have time to eat. You don't have time to that. And then you eat not good stuff. And then you lose your taste. You lose your taste, guys. In Italy, when I was young, you have primo, secondo, contorno. When I was in the little school. Here,
it's impressive.
Here they give you a piece of pizza.
Yeah. Well, there are people pushing for better school foods, which is good because
this is good, yeah.
Compared to what they eat in Italy, and I'm sure other places too, our lunches are not good.
How you can developing tasting if you know it from the beginning?
I don't know. That's why they like pineapple on pizza here.
Next question.
So we have Esme. She went to Italy. She ate pasta for dinner, and she ate until she was full, even past full. And then she realized it was only the appetizer. And then more food came out. I feel this struggle so much. We have to tell you my story of when I met Alessio's mom for the first time, because I have the same problem with you in not preparing for the amount of food that you will eat.
Amount of food, but always
meal.
Yeah, always strategic.
Good quality, good reasons to have all the food together, but it is surprising.
It's 80 grams the pasta, all calorie. I would say it is all calorie
complete.
Complete.
The other thing is we're not used to having courses.
Yeah.
So you have your one plate, you're going to eat, and you might go back for seconds of the same thing. So you don't realize you're going to have a second course with maybe a meat and a vegetable and then a sweet after that and then all this stuff. So I get it. I'm definitely going to have to tell you guys about my experience with that. All right, we have one more funny one because this one made us die laughing.
From Mazzoli. Allora, americani che non conosci ma vengono a casa tua e aprono il frigo e si servono da soli. Perché? So, American people can come in your house, but you don't know who they are, them. And they go to the refrigerator, they open and they serve it by yourself. Why? I agree. Why you open my frigorifero?
I would never do that. I don't know.
I see people go, but even if I know your mom, okay, for months,
I understand. You're
I
not
know,
just
go
gonna
open.
walk in.
I know, go walking. Hey, what do you have here? Okay, no.
A little too comfortable.
It's too comfortable. It is. I mean, I know here okay, they do it. Like, I mean, somebody tell you, oh, just go open.
Make yourself at home.
Make yourself home. No, thank you. I'm not like. Yeah, it is more like. Yeah, why you go open my frigo and take my stuff?
I get that. That made me laugh so much.
Yeah. You got it. You got it.
So there are so many more, but we
So
just don't
many.
have time to get to them.
So many.
But we had a good laugh reading
Yes.
all of your submissions. So thank you
Yes.
guys for sharing with us. They are
Yes.
seriously so funny, and they made Alessio and I remember even more things from our travels. And story together
So
that we
funny.
forgot.
And yeah, still following us in our other social media, TikTok, YouTube, and
Facebook.
Facebook.
Rate and review Pop the Prosecco. Subscribe to the podcast. We
Yes.
really appreciate you guys, and we love chatting with you every week.
Yes, thank guys, and see you next Thursday. Ciao ragazzi!
Bye, guys.